all day.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Not Move podcast. This segment we have today is going to be our sports betting and wagering. Just wanted to keep in mind, make sure when you do your sports betting and wagering, you always bet responsibly. Only bet what you can afford to lose. You don't need to get your car and your house repossessed. Make sure that you do it responsibly. This is our crew that we like to wager on, and we kind of touch on what we like during the week and before we put our tickets in. We have Southgate and we have New England joining the panel today, and we're going to be talking about what we like today and what we think could hit on a sports ticket. Now, we know if you put together like a 3-4 leg parlay, you got the cash out, which is nice. But if you want to kind of go for long shots, obviously your odds go up and the wager goes up. So I just kind of wanted to touch on some anytime touchdowns, and then I'll turn the floor over to you guys. Some of the guys that I like today, I like Devon Achan today. He's a -150. He's scored 3 out of the last 3 games, and the Jets have allowed 12 rushing touchdowns. They're tied for fourth most, and the Jets have the fifth worst defense. So I really like Devon Achan to get in the end zone today. Southgate, you got anybody? I'll give some more, but you got any guys that you really particularly like for New England?
There's a couple guys I was looking at just for value. You got Jacoby Myers scored the last 2 weeks, and he's listed at 185. He leads the Jaguars in routes run, targets, receptions, receiving yards, and touchdowns over their last 4 games. Um, you got Kincaid. Uh, it's kind of tricky, but he's plus 200. You got Coastal Loveland with them being down a receiver over there. He's plus 375. And the other one I was looking at in the late game is Pat Bryant. Um, I, Troy Franklin has been down over the last 2 games, so and Bryant has been up, so I think he's kind of due for a breakout game, especially against the Raiders.
A touch,
Wait.
a
I'm
touch,
sorry. Pat Bryant's odds are plus 360.
yeah, a touchdown that I like today, and I think we can all kind of agree to this, that Jamar Chase took all the targets away from Andre Yoshivas last week, and I just think that that's kind of level itself out this week with T. Higgins being back. I see T. Higgins at also a plus 185 Southgate, and if we're talking about for odds and what that team's going to have to do, I mean, if Buffalo wants to win today, they have to stop Jamar Chase. I think that's, plain out and simple. So I'm looking at possibly a matchup of Christian Benford against T. Higgins, and I mean, you guys can say what you want, but I think T. Higgins is winning that matchup. Also, when you look at his numbers against Buffalo, he has yet to not score a touchdown in his games against Buffalo. He has played 4 games in his career, scored a touchdown all 4 games, averages over 86 yards per game in all 4 of those games. I'm going with T. Higgins today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. 2 other sneaky guys I was looking at here on games that really don't mean nothing is Darren Waller's back, and he's got good odds at plus 300, and Fannin is plus 350. So
Yeah.
these are guys you could just slide in maybe with two favorites and just boost it. Is there anything else you see, A Train? Or
Yeah, so I mean, if we're just trying to fill legs, I know the odds aren't probably looking the greatest. I mean, the payout isn't probably as big, but JSN is a -110 today. I feel like that game's going to be a shootout. Everything on paper says it's going to be a shootout, so I could definitely see JSN getting in the end zone again. Atlanta has allowed 8 touchdowns to wide receivers over the last 7 games, so I feel like that's why obviously it's a -110, is they're expecting him to get in. Some of the other guys I like Josh Jacobs today. 8 of his last 9 games, he scored a touchdown, and he leads Green Bay in red zone targets. So if you're looking for a guy that gets the good odds of scoring while they're in the red zone, I like Josh Jacobs. He's a -195. Rashid Rice today, right? Rashid Rice is a +120. He's scored in 6 of his last 6
yeah,
touchdowns. The reason I think that is he's a +120 is because he's going up against Houston's tough defense. But Rashid Rice, I feel like is matchup proof, so I still like Rashid Rice today. Another guy I really like is Chase Brown. He's a -135. With Burrow back, I think that helps his stock for just the team's better when Burrow's back. And the Bills have allowed the most touchdowns to running backs with 16 total. So I feel like Chase Brown could definitely get in today. A couple other guys I really like is I like Devonte Adams. He's a -170. He's on a 6 game scoring streak. Like just Devonte has been getting in every week to week after the last 6 weeks. And then the other one I really like, who's a +190, is Tyler Warren. He leads in red zone targets, and the Jags give up the second most touchdowns to running back or to tight ends. So I really like Tyler Warren if you're looking for a tight end.
yeah. Something about that Jag game I was just reading. It says Trevor Lawrence is at 425, and his scramble rate jumps up when seeing pressure, and the Colts rank top 5 in pressure rate per quarterback. What's also encouraging is he's the third amongst all quarterbacks in carries inside the 5 yard line this season with 7, getting used in tush push scenarios in case there's a DPI in the red zone. So, I mean, that's a nice boost at +425, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Dude, so I was
So now, if we're touching on the games, the one game that really got me, divisional game, is, and this is goes out to anybody who wants to answer it on the panel. You guys see Green Bay winning this game by a touchdown?
No,
No.
no.
What's up, Chief?
What's up? Sorry, I'm late.
No,
I,
you're good.
I
This is
personally,
parlay
I,
edition.
I personally think Southgate that game is a field goal wins it. I think the weather, the cold today, I don't think the teams are going to want to play that much. And also, I mean, it will tell us a lot what the Buffalo and Cincinnati game looks like a little bit. It's not going to be as cold, but you are going to have elements added to that playing condition. My thing is this whole thing with Green Bay is, the one thing that's scaring me about Green Bay today is the simple fact of that we've said it all year. They have a bunch of wide receiver twos, and Jalen Johnson is back for the Chicago Bears. He's been back since last week. So I look at possibly like that Christian Watson or that Romeo Dobbs to get kind of taken out of the game by Jalen Johnson. And if the
Right.
Bears can produce pressure, I think Jordan Love and the Packers are in for a long day. I personally think that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the only thing that makes me lean the other way is no Roma Dunze and Green Bay's at home. That's the only thing that
Yeah,
kind of plays a factor.
and this is when Luther Burden's going to need to step up.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that Love win at those odds could be a decent wager.
Yeah. I mean, what is it? I think there was one I saw pretty decent ticket for a money line. For the Bears, a Watson and a Luther Burden, it was like plus 3,300.
And so the Packers are favored by 6, right? Is it the line still 6?
It was 6.5, almost 7.
Yeah.
Okay, almost 7. Okay.
So I
Oh,
seen
that one I don't like, dude. I kind of want to stay away from that one.
so I found
Jimmy.
early this morning. I was looking at some stuff, and this is just I just started just started messing with this early morning and start thinking about this because it's the first game up here, the Chiefs game. Like you said, you pointed out the Rashee Rice. I like the Rashee Rice, but it was one thing that we were talking about with Stitch on the Chiefs and Texans game is the run game, and if the Chiefs could get that going, I personally like the Kareem Hunt 2+ TDs. And there's another guy, and here's the thing: it's that time of year, guys, and for some reason, man, he ain't played all year long for Kansas City. He ain't played all year long for Kansas City. He's in the game this today. Jalen Royals, I got him for an anytime touchdown, dude. He's plus 2,700 right now, bro. For some reason, bro, I got the Kansas City Chiefs just throwing the sink at him and everything and anything, and I'm taking a shot on that one, man. For some reason, something's just telling me, and I'm going with it, bro.
I want to
I like
know
it.
why they went away from him. I really do,
They
because
said it was due to the inability of being able to learn the offense.
so same thing with Brashard Smith. Got it.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Anybody like anything in this Vikings and Commanders game? I know that game kind of scares everybody.
Scary Terry's plus 150 for an anytime.
And JD5's back today, right?
Yes, JD5's back. Debo's healthy. Terry's back. They got a few pieces on defense, I think, back too. They're actually somewhat healthy for a team that's had a season of injury bugs.
I'm getting plus 220 on DraftKings.
There you go.
I found a good place that you play from each team that they like. If you guys want me to run it down, in the Dolphin game, I'm sorry. And they got Scary Terry at plus 220. They pass on the Vikings. They got Waller at plus 300 and Mechie at plus 350. In the Brown game, they got Fannin at 350. They got Gunnar Helm at 600. I wouldn't touch Gunnar Helm. They got Andrews at 190 and Donnell Washington at 450. Seahawks game, they're looking at Rashid Shaheed at plus 300, which he hasn't done nothing yet over there. I haven't even heard his name called. They got Tyler Warren at plus 200. And then they got Booker at plus 150 and Jawan Johnson at plus 350. And then Higgins and Kincaid. If Kincaid is inactive, replaced with Knox. So I didn't even know Kincaid could be inactive.
Right.
I mean, both of those tight ends in Buffalo have dealt with their fair share of injuries this year, where if it ain't one, it's the other.
Right.
I mean, I think today might be a tight end day.
I think it could be too, Southgate, but I'm also looking at some stuff, and like Southgate, I think today is a huge day for rushing and receiving yards for running backs.
Yeah.
Well, definitely rushing because you have inclement weather virtually on the East Coast from Wisconsin to Jacksonville. Everyone's going to hit some form of weather today.
Well, it does look like it could be snow in Buffalo.
Yeah, they're calling for snow in Buffalo, snow in Green Bay.
It's raining in Jacksonville.
Yes. I think the only place that's sunny right now is New York.
New York is 38 degrees, but it is sunny.
I got the Jets today. over the Dolphins for some weird reason.
So
You
you
talking
guys,
about you down that warm weather trend of warm weather teams in cold weather?
Well, I mean, how well has Miami ever played in the cold? Like, just going with their tenure with McDaniels. I mean, they have never been able to play in the cold. I don't
I gotta be
understand what
honest
it
with
is.
you. There's not a total over 44 points for the 1 o'clock games besides Cincinnati Buffalo.
Yeah.
And the second highest total is
I mean-
Colts Jaguars at 44.
What's the over under at Baltimore and Pittsburgh?
43.
That's a definite under.
The one that's really making me laugh is where is it?
Cleveland and the Titans. Yeah.
33 and a half points.
That's downright disrespectful.
Well, you got Cam Ward versus Shador. But that's a game that could go under because both offenses could be set up on short fields.
Yeah, I mean, and they're just going to let Quinshawn Judkins eat. They're going to try and I guarantee the Titans are going to try and keep it away from Myles Garrett. They don't want him to break that record today.
Well, they might not have no goddamn choice, Chief. I'm sorry. That boy.
I mean, yeah, believe me, I really want to find something that'll allow me to put in 4 sacks, but
So, I mean, JSN to get 100 yards is plus 116.
We need to do that 300 guys, huh, Southgate? Huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to get 3 or 4 guys to hit 100 yards. So, does anybody have like a prediction for the 1 o'clock game? Somebody that'll rush or receive for 100 yards?
I got one, and you may call me crazy, Southgate, but I got one.
Who is it?
And you're gonna be like, I couldn't see it, but what about Shakir? He's been mad quiet.
Hold on.
I mean,
and against Cincy's defense.
Yeah, that's a bruised up defense. It could very well happen. I mean, I see that unless if how the weather is in Buffalo, which we said light snow. I mean, if it's light snow, it's not going to be that big of a factor where you could still see
believe
them
it or not, Shakir's best game was at Houston.
Really?
Yeah, he had 110 yards, and they followed it up last week with 5 yards. So you tell me, it's so strange. If Shakir gets 100, Jesus, I mean, you can put him down for 70 yards plus 300.
I like that. I like 70 than more than 100, to be honest with you.
I mean, Jamar Chase or T. Higgins get 100 yards?
Jamar,
100%.
So he's at 162.
So we need a spicy one then. We need one that nobody would expect.
Anybody standing in the Baltimore-Pittsburgh game or the Colts-Jaguar game?
If anybody from the Jaguars game, I don't know what the yards are, but I like you and I were talking about earlier, Southgate. I've likened Jacoby Myers today.
So let's see, receiving.
Or Parker Washington would be your long shot.
I think Parker Washington's a little hurt.
What
Actually,
about
I think he's out.
what? I know we keep asking this question, Southgate, but when is Brian Thomas going to show up this year?
With what?
When is Brian Thomas going to show up this year?
I'm lost on that.
He's got to be due, right?
He's got to be due. Like the fact that this is my thing, right? Like I understand that they brought in Myers, and Myers has kind of been that security blanket when Thomas Marks was out for those 2 weeks.
Oh, excuse me 1 second. I'm sorry. Parker Washington's inactive today.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
that helps our case a little bit more. So Southgate. Brian Thomas Jr. on DraftKings. I don't know what he is on FanDuel. He's plus 250 to score a touchdown.
So you can get Jacoby Myers for 70 yards at plus 200.
I like that.
And you can get Brian Thomas for 70 yards at plus 280.
You just need one 35-yard catch.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me see what their receptions are. They're saying Jacoby Myers is going to catch 5.5 balls. And they're saying that Brian Thomas under over is like 4. I have no. What is Jacoby Myers done in yards? He's had 90, 50, 64.
90, 50, 64. It does well. Okay, so here's the thing. The yards probably actually won't be there. It is supposed to rain,
Yes, that's true. I forgot.
And that field is going to be, and it's been raining for the last 2 days. I imagine that field's going to be
What about?
I mean, I know the
mudfest.
yards ain't going to be there, but can he get 60 yards receiving?
Oh yes, he can get 60. He'll be able to get 60.
My only thing is I always bring the realism to it, and I love doing that. But the rain scares me with receivers because if it starts raining even a little bit, then these receivers are gonna have to start catching shit with their body. Yeah. If I were you, Southgate, I would just take him for a touchdown and call it a day.
I mean, Scary Terry he kicked kind of ball out against Denver. Now with JD5 back, can Scary Terry get 70 yards?
Yes.
And it's indoors, yes. Because that's in Minnesota, correct? Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was making sure I read correctly on that one.
Yeah, in Minnesota, 70 yards for Terry. At my value right now, I'm getting.
I mean, so now. Oh wait, I had Quinchon in there. You guys like Quinchon for 100 yards or no?
Against Tennessee?
Yeah.
Tennessee's defense is
pretty good up front.
Yeah, their rushing defense is pretty good.
I'll find one more guy.
Yeah, it's their passing defenses where they're honestly lacking.
I could see it's a really weird one, but I could see him getting yards, Southgate. Not a touchdown, but I could see him getting yards. Is Isaiah Bond an option for you today, or is he out?
I don't have to check. What about Waddle today?
I think Waddle will get one.
He shit the bed last week.
Yeah, I think Waddle will get it any time, but as far as yardage goes, I don't know.
I don't know. It's New York. The Dolphins play so weird when they come to cold weather.
And every team plays weird when they go to Miami.
So,
but
you know who's a value guy today, Southgate, is Malik Washington, the second receiver for Miami.
Yeah,
right.
And plus,
yeah, you never see him coming. What about Andrews off of getting that big?
Andrews.
Andrews, you think he shows up today, or?
I mean, he seems to always do that in Pittsburgh and Baltimore games, but could he get? He's plus 165 for a touchdown.
He had his highest yards last week at 47. So can Mark Andrews get 40 yards today?
Yeah, he could.
What do you think likely could get 40? I mean,
shout out betters.
I I know everybody is
Got better
talking
betters in the
about-
building.
talking about Lamar being hurt. Southgate.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think
Oh,
Lamar,
better. Yeah.
I think Lamar can score today.
He's in the crowd watching, listening.
Oh, okay.
I think Lamar can score today, guys. I'm cooking up something right now, Southgate. So currently, I have 3 of the guys that we said earlier. So Terry, Brian Thomas, 70 yards from Terry, 40 yards from Mark Andrews. And I added a Lamar touchdown to that. Lamar today is plus 290 to score a touchdown.
290.
Yeah. Yeah.
Train, you got anything?
I think you guys pretty much hit on everything. I told you the guys that I like. I told you the 7 guys I like today. The best odds, I'm definitely leaning towards that Rashee Rice and that Tyler Warren today for an anytime because the odds are so nice.
Tyler Warren. Hold on. Let me look at his.
Yeah, I like what A-Train's saying, Southgate, because Jacksonville this year is allowing the second most touchdowns to tight ends. He might be onto something there.
Right.
So, let me see something.
I mean, even if you
Okay.
wanted to do the yardage with Tyler Warren, if you wanted
Yeah,
to take
that's
him
what I'm looking at.
above in the yardage, I feel like just Jacksonville struggles against tight ends.
Wait a minute. This is the Penn State fan kicking in to me for a second, A-Train. But, like, Southgate, let me ask you something. You just said it's going to be raining in Jacksonville, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we see the Tyler Warren at quarterback tush push today? The quarterback
could,
power.
right?
Do we see that today?
They always
Right.
have that. I mean, they have given him the goal line a couple. They have given him plays on the goal line a couple times. I mean, they got Warren's yards pretty high.
What
be
is it
honest
set at?
with you.
What is it?
Like they got him around like 50, 60 yards.
Yeah, I have 58 and a half.
Yeah. Well, 50, he's minus 120. 60, he's plus 142. So does anybody think Warren could get 60 yards?
He could. Yeah,
It's
he could.
yeah.
It's just
if they're the
hard because
second,
it's going to rain.
yeah, but that's the thing though is you got to look at it this way. Yes, Jonathan Taylor is going to go, but that's the thing though is these teams are starting to figure out if you can slow down Jonathan Taylor, you slow down this team, and they're going to rely a lot on Warren.
So there you go. Mark Andrews 40, Scary Terry 70, Chase and JSN 100 apiece, Warren 60, Kobe 60. $10, 1,500.
I like that. I like that.
Difficult. Then nothing normally does until you're sitting there and the one guy has 8 yards receiving.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just as good as giving fantasy football advice. Just don't know.
You just never know. For sure.
But yeah, no, like so the one, I think I said it earlier. Yeah, so I have a Bears money line, Christian Watson and Luther Burden at plus 3,300.
That's not bad. I haven't decided yet which one of those receivers is going to be eliminated from the game. I haven't decided if it's going to be Dobbs or Watson, but like one of them is getting taken out of the game today. So, like A-Train said, like a huge Josh Jacobs day, and I just looked at something. Josh Jacobs has a 13-game touchdown streak at home at Lambeau Field. He's scoring a touchdown.
Yeah, I think that's a fourth. I think that's a 14th.
Yeah,
straight
he's
game.
scoring a touchdown. That's a given. I think that like Southgate said earlier, every game today at 1 o'clock, the only game that's above 48 points is Buffalo Cincinnati. And even that game, I don't think is guaranteed to go over, even though both quarterbacks, obviously, we know what they can do come this time of the year. But personally, like, snow being added as an element is going to hinder a couple points. Now, do I think it's going to hinder 2 touchdowns? No, but it could hinder a couple field goals and the wind getting in the direction. If you're trying to play the over today, yes, 100%. So if people are on the over today, I would alternate it a little bit. I'd probably go to like 47 or something and play that over and forget about it after that. Is there anything else you guys
All right,
are
I think
seeing?
that.
Anything you want to touch on, Trent?
Nah, I'm good. I was gonna say I'm good.
I'm good.
I mean, as we all know, the longer you make the play, the harder it is to hit. So the only thing I suggest to people is, try and keep it to a 3-4 legger. Straight bets to the bed. If you can do it like that, that's the best way to play. But I mean, and just be careful when you put these guys in there for -2, 300, because sometimes they just don't come in. I mean,
Yep. We've seen it too much, Southgate.
it happened to me too many times this year. The last guy I'm waiting for would be a Gibbs or a McCaffrey, and they decide not to score that week. So, like A-Train said, bet with your head, not over it. And just enjoy the day and have fun.
Yes, sir.
This is all meant for fun.
Yep. So they're showing a live look at Jacksonville. It's not pouring, but it's drizzling.
No, the rain's it's 40% at 12, at 1, 2, and 3. It hits 90% chance of precipitation.
Okay. Gotcha.
So, I mean, I personally don't know. Some fields have better drainage than others. I mean,
Well, Jacksonville's field is.
I've
It
never
should
been there
drain well. It's right
personally,
next
so
to
I
the
don't know.
water.
It should. Yeah, right. You would think so, right? But obviously, great episode today. Happy to be on with you guys. But
And then maybe if everybody wants to give, we just pretty much talked about props. A lot of people like to bet games. Does anybody have a money line underdog that they think will come out today?
I got one, Southgate. I got one. And you and A-Train are going to hate me, but it's just because of the
Raiders?
running thing. Yep, it's the Raiders. Yep. And
Where are they at?
the reason why I feel this way is because Southgate and I have been on a little trend of seeing things when it comes to lines and things of that nature. And when a team is the minus the most that week to win for the last 8 weeks, Southgate, it feels like these teams that are minus the most just aren't winning these games. So Denver being at minus 520 today is scaring me.
Right.
What do you got, Train? You got one?
Nah, I really don't. I think I'm gonna do more props today. I'm like staying away from certain games. I don't know what's gonna happen in the Pittsburgh Raven game. I don't really know what's gonna happen in the Chicago Green Bay game. I mean, there's just so many games that I'm just like I don't have a definitive. I don't feel comfortable with this week. I don't.
Well,
The Eagles and the Chargers. Who you guys like in that fucking game?
Chargers, to be honest with you.
It's a
Because
fucking coin toss. I don't like.
Eagles are without Jalen Carter, so that's a huge loss for them up front.
Yeah, he's going to be out for a couple of weeks with the double shoulder surgery. I know it's a small procedure, but still.
even Jacksonville, Indy. I don't know who's going to win that game. I don't feel comfortable on those 4 games. On the spread, on the money line, I don't like any of those games.
I mean, when I was just making my picks, half the games were a coin flip.
Yeah. I mean, today is going to be one of those crazy days, Southgate, where somebody hits a $48,000 parlay or something on the money lines. Today is going to be one of those days, just because I feel like there's going to be a lot more upsets than people are assuming. A lot of the teams that are favorites today are only like plus 120 or plus 145.
I got to be honest with you. There was something I was doing, and I've been checking it. It hits about 70-80% of the time. When a team wins on the road as a dog and they come home and they're a favorite, they normally lose outright. The only team that won on the road last week as a dog won outright were the Packers.
Oh.
So they're coming home this week as a favorite. So the Bears might win that game outright. I'm going to go Bears.
Yeah, I took the Bears money line. I think it was plus 250.
You know what? I'll tell you right now what it's plus.
They've lowered it since then. Hold on, let me see. Wait, no. I mean, they lowered it like 5. It's plus 245 now. It's going to move before 4 o'clock, though. There's no way they're going to give people that much. Xavier, you think they're going to give people a plus 245 on the Bears?
I got it at 250 right now, too.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. And that's and I'm like, okay, at plus 250 with the trend that Southgate says, I mean, that does bode well. But I mean, as well as I do, they don't make these lines they don't just, draw them up from nowhere. There's a reason.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing how close they are, even in like NBA prop bets, they get that shit down to half a point, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how on certain nights they know one guy is going to grab 13 and a half rebounds. He finishes with 13 or 14. Like, it's amazing to me how they figure this out. It really is.
Absolutely. With that said, A-Train, you got anything else for today?
No, I think that's going to do it for the Not Move podcast. Again,
Actually, let me touch on one more thing.
Yeah.
Anyone out there who could score 2 touchdowns?
I got one right now. Buy Shell Tootin for the Jags.
Really?
That
Rootin'
would pay
tootin',
nice.
huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder what those odds are. I bet you they're crazy.
I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
1,500, probably.
No. It's not even that high. Hold on.
Oh.
2 touchdowns for Tootin would give you 20 to 1.
20 to 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what Southgate has. Southgate's on FanDuel. He's probably got a little bit more value over
Yeah,
there.
you know what I would say is there's a lot of them out there too.
Maybe Bijan? Nah.
I was looking at Bijan. I was looking at him for 100 yards rushing. I couldn't believe. Hold on.
Maybe even
gets
JSN, dude. I think JSN could get in twice.
I've never seen Bijan this high. If Bijan gets 100 yards rushing, he's plus 410.
Keep in mind, you got to look at it this way. The way that team has been lately, they haven't been playing up to the par they should. You have a West Coast team traveling eastward coming in, and that defense is very good. That's probably why it's so high.
Yeah,
because
that's the one game that's like we were talking about teams that could lose today.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to sound stupid for a second, but like, is there any chance in hell that Kirk Cousins can beat Sam Darnold today?
Yes, it's 100. Yes, I mean, like on you, I feel a certain way about West Coast teams traveling east last week. I think the only 2 that did it were what was it, Denver or was it 2 weeks ago, or when Denver played out east as well as
Yeah, but Chief, you got to remember, there's no Drake out there.
true, but also the 49ers came in and beat Cleveland too. So you had, I mean, I just look at it this way: West Coast teams do not usually travel well eastward. I think there's something to it.
That's fair.
It's fair.
Alrighty,
Well,
boys. I think that's gonna do it. Let's hop off here so we can get all of our legs in and get ready for the
you
the 1
got
o'clock
it.
game.
Everybody, good luck today and smash them.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
get it.
Yes, sir.
Break the bookies, not your pockets, not the bank.
All right, boys. Not Move podcast out.
Have a good one.
This non-casual podcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or reused without the authorized written consent of the Not Move Podcast Network. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.